another one. It has happened again. O nwere nke na-aga kịta viral o ka eme ka o si eme na ọzọ emekwakwa onye ahụ na-abụ omecheghe na ọkpachagha na ọ dịka onwe ihe na-eme adọbọdọ dịka onwe ihe melon. So ka anyị esi wee treat this issue? How will we treat this current situation, which is like it has been a kind of I don't know, ndị kwe na ndị ekwe dọrọ karị n'ime ihe ọ jee ka ọ si eje na already the invitation has been made and with date. Ka ezi ihe a ga-eme, what we will do, the invitation is already is ready and with a date attached, coming very soon on Monday. The invitation to our DPM to Dr. Damage platform. Kowa, how things has been going and what's the whereabouts of our PM. The mother when I somebody that doesn't want our welfare, that doesn't talk about, that doesn't promote what we are doing. Why is he always interested in knowing where the movement has reached and all these things? Oh yeah, a lot of people now a kind of issue about it, whether our DPM should go or not to go, because no matter was making invitation, he was making a problem. Or men and the invitation, not the problem. Or me Simon, or getting oh a lot of people say, no manga na ya chọrọ ka onwe nsogbu ndị ọzọ nwe. Initially I was like why is if you want to damage another one, all the damages he has been causing, it's not enough for him, you want to damage another one. But in other way around, a lot of opinion is coming up. People will say the reason she should honor the invitation, while a lot of people are say giving reasons she should not honor the invitation. I was like, in the initial time, I was not okay with that invitation. But when the discussion continued to go and a lot of things is coming out, you begin to ask yourself, we are not hiding again in this world. We want to be known as other nations are known. Even though that there are some things that we will not bring out in public that we are doing to make our nation to be a reality. Yes, this kind of thing now, even though that it seems as if what people like saying the negative side of it are making sense, but if you look deep inside it, you will see that what will be. I don't know how the spirit that is making it, piloting it to be that way, but this particular man that is inviting this our leaders, just that he's not talking about what we are doing, he's not promoting, he's not supporting it. That is what I understand. It's just like he always like to know how we are faring when he sees that things is going. When he sees that is he not dead yet? How are they moving on? That is only what he knows how to do best. How to know if these people are still alive or are they dead. Because he will ask you from the where you are alive and where it seems that you are weak, where you have strength and you're weak. If it is a kind of knowing where this time we know how to answer some questions. You will not force out questions from me. I will answer you the way I want to answer you, which will be normal with even the normal space that we used to have, or even like the fundraising where there will be time for speech from them. They will just give. Everybody is watching it. So it's left for us now. If we have to be our DPM, I will not know how to. I will honor it, but I will not know how to address some issues. It's not everything that I'll bring to the public. The important one I'll say it, and those ones that they need to in penetrators. Maybe I might know how to handle those ones. And another thing is that the people that are like even if she wasn't the one that was called, and there was the other group, wouldn't it be a big problem? There is no problem even if they call the other, because what is he going to? He will say it according to his own understanding, which a reasonable person will always know hierarchy of anything. So if he's wise and they do the other way wrong, it's left for him to receive the shame upon himself, because every wise person should know the right thing to do. Despite that, we are having a kind of a thinking faculty that is not well built. Maybe you are like, you thought that you can, but you don't know it's not a human thing. That is the spirit that is piloting it. If you are wise enough, you should respect the spirit. Even if you cannot respect human being, respect the spirit that is piloting it. It has hierarchy of everything. If you know somebody that is in charge, give that person the honor. One thing that I'm seeing in us is a lack of respect and humility. We are having problem with that two things. If you can discipline ourselves very deep, we will not be having these problems that we are having today. Whereby I will see maybe my junior is giving a post that I know can handle very well, and I know I cannot do that thing that junior is doing. Why can't I respect that junior? It deserves it, because that position was meant for that person, and it is my own responsibility to respect and obey the order from that person. If it is the will of God that I should be that person in that position, I would have been, even in that my seniority. All these things is what is causing problem to all this is the one, and even to Nnamdi, when he has some people say, who is he, and who is Simon, who is Ngozi? That is our problem. But this is not the topic of today. I am talking about, is this invitation damaging us, or is it developing us? The only thing there is that we are now wise. This one is not just like our PM. If somebody should say that it's just after his invitation that all this, then we should pray over any spirit that I don't even believe that it's any spirit that is overpowering the current the spirit that have been piloting this right from the time of Ojukwu. Because if they should say that in the time of Ojukwu that our freedom is dead, yet it is not dead yet, can't you reason with what is happening to today? Did it end with him? Did it end with Nnamdi? Did it end with Simon? And this Ngozi as well. By God's grace, if they thought that it still end with her, let them do their worst. Let the world do their worst, because we have become a nation. Is that we have become a nation. Somewhere, someday, or somebody, well, one day the spirit will enter another person, and the person will rise to do another thing, to do even. And the worst part of it is that anybody that is coming with a higher power. As they are taking the mantle, the increase of grace is upon the person that is coming. That's how I'm seeing this. As Ojukwu, the strong Ojukwu we know, when Nnamdi came, everybody was like, who is this one? When Simon came, who is this one? And now this one, you must bow. This is what some people are not considering, or people are not thinking about. So it's not about why I'm not too afraid, because that she's not traveling out to Nigeria or something like, or to meet with him where he's calling her. Anything that should be done, let it be done inside the internet. It's okay with that. But if anything should happen, then know that the plan has been, and it has worked out, which we are not praying will happen again, by God's grace. Because when Nnamdi used to say, he would say, no, nothing that any human being can do. That the God that sent him to this has promised that he will see this thing to the end of it. And people should begin to reason about this thing. If they said that our God have died, which is Ojukwu, and it didn't end with them, and it didn't end with PM, and this woman, it will not end with her. Even if anything should happen, we pray not to happen again. The world should look into it and know that they are not stopping us. Since they thought that if Simon is not there, have they stopped? And even our DPM, she said it clearly in the convention, in the declaration, that all these things is just, they don't understand that it's not human work. Because if they understood it very well, they wouldn't have, even from Nnamdi to PM. The only thing it will do is that it might delay a little, but as it's happening, it is opening our eyes very well to see how this world could be, because we are still looking on to see what Finland can do. If we are looking ahead on them, if we are looking up on them to build our nation like them, and after everything, the truth will still come out. I pray that they will do the needful and do the right thing, because as a nation that is well respected, they're supposed not to dirty or to make mockery of their respect from the whole world. Because it's one, when people want to talk, they will use Finland as example to others. They are one of the countries that is most respected and that respect the rule of law, that knows the rights of human and other areas that is involved in government or any legal right. So all these things, when we are looking into it, my greatest joy is that from Nnamdi we are winning. From even from Uju we are winning. Nnamdi we are winning. PM we are winning. Nothing to say that we have done wrong. If nothing should be said that we have done wrong, then we are winning. Even though that it has not been, they've not yet opened. But it is making them to see that we have nothing against anybody. We just want to live like human beings, nothing more. So if anything is happening, and when you look into it and they see that you are not in any way to be blamed, or that you are winning the war, why should we be afraid? So if we should be, why is he invited? We are non-nation. We're supposed to be, even when I say in my own thoughts, why is it not Al Jazeera that is calling us? Why is it not CNN? Why is it all this area that the whole world will see it? Why is it from this one that you always like that doesn't even care about us? But ask yourself, the Al Jazeera, do they care about you? The CNN, do they care about you? Okay, this one that doesn't care about, when it comes to when you say, are they not dead yet? You will be concerned to come. When he's coming, we'll be concerned to be going. But let's pray more that whatever that is transpiring, or the grace to know how to answer some question, because if there is that is where they are picking some things to know. But I know we are not hiding anything. Even in our own platform, we used to explain, we used to expose and say a lot of things, which I don't know what she will even say there that we have not heard. Is it that we must go, or is it that the government have been a very, very strong, we have strong government now? What is that have not been said before, that is not in the net? So when you look around all these things, the only thing I will say, that any area that might look somehow, that might stain our image, or Finland, or anything that might cause trouble to even Nnamdi where he is, we should know how to answer some questions. We can see that from anybody that is in the zoo doesn't have freedom of speech, or to do anything that they will look into as that you are right, until we are waiting to see how, when we will be recognized by the most of the in the other places in the world, when they will begin to know that we are not nation, and things will begin to be, questions will begin to be asked, and as well the area of Nnamdi and even Simon will be even come out. Because when people will be telling our DPM why is his whereabouts, she have been explaining it, that this thing is beyond what she can explain, that you cannot give a country, give them a way, or explain to them how they should manage their country. They can decide, even when the law is not there, they can even add, they can remove, and they can add. So if they decide to do anything, maybe even if it is not in their law before and they decided to add it now, it's best known for them. But all we know is that in all this time that he has been with them, we have not heard anything against him or any wrong thing. The same thing with Nnamdi. So why should we be afraid? Why should we be like, God, are you still there? Even though that is hot, it is painful, based on what our people are doing, that is making this thing to, instead of us to run faster or even to fly, they are dragging us back. That's the only place that is paining me so much. But all the same, all these things is training that will make us to know the kind of nation we are about to build, because our people are very strong and we need to be wise and we need to know the measure to carry people along so that things will not spoil ahead of that in time to come when the nation is already in functioning. So we know how to handle issues. We know that we have a lot to do, especially inside the law. The law should be very strict, should be very strong, so that this evil will not continue to escalate. There's nothing much than to say that I am seeing it in two ways, but as I later realized that I don't see anything again, because when I was even saying why is he inviting? Why is he always like, when he see that what the invitation that he made, this one is, he will not quit that, he will not talk about that one again and enter another one. All those things are areas that when you look into, you will feel like our DPM should not go. But when you look into the other way around, that when our leader Nnamdi Kanu said that there are four categories of our four things that we should mind in this movement, every Biafrans, that we should be fearless before our enemy, we should always say the truth, and we should love our neighbor and love God as the author and finisher of everything. So if we should have these four cardinal points of mindset, there is nothing that we should be like that will defeat us. Because once fear penetrates, or once you begin to avoid something that is not even need to be avoided, then fear will develop and be a disease. And once it started entering other people, it will be a very big problem. That's why I'm so concerned about how God is doing this thing. The one thing that is common with all our leaders is that they are fearless. You know what that word called fear is in the dictionary? They don't have it in their dictionary. They are fearless, even to this war. So let's just give them that benefit of doubt, that it's not us that will fight this war, that the spirit that is there. If he said that in the first place, why didn't our DPM thought about all this thing before accepting it? So since I've accepted it, let's pray that it works out well. What happened to others, or what caused trouble to others, might not be to her own portion, unless if the spirit decided. Because what we don't understand in this movement is that it can never die. Even if it will take 100 years, it will never die. The only thing it will do is they continue, and once it is going on, it is becoming more dangerous, because people that are causing all these people, all the life that is going are not resting. They did not die in peace. They didn't go in peace. So if all these things that is happening, you thought that it's just nothing. No. It's going to be fighting in spirit, in spiritual realm. That is why we are undefeatable. All this, even though that we don't have anything, yet they can't defeat us. Even the whole world are seeing it, and they have said it several times, that nobody can stop this movement. So if you look into all this and see how it started till now, why won't the world consider us and leave us to be, so that the world will be a better place? We will contribute into this world, and it will be a better place for everybody. To the extent that Nnamdi said, come and carry our oil, take it, we don't need. We, even though that you thought that this is oil, it's not only oil, we have a lot of things, that we want to develop. Many talent is wasting, that we know that we have a lot of talent in. That is what you want to develop. Those things that will benefit the whole world, not only us. Not oil living. What is oil? That if it is this and that is this, people wouldn't allow us to take it, leave us to go, allow us to be in our own place and develop our people. Let the talent from people begin to let them come out and put it in action, put it in practice, and make this world a better place. That is only what we are asking for, nothing more. So it is nothing to talk much about than to say that whether she is going to the invitation or she's not going. With I believe that how I'm saying it, that there is nothing to be afraid of. What we do will be. We will not fight our fight and fight for the spirit. Our own is to do as human beings. The spirit will finish what we cannot do. Those ones that we don't know. Because if you regret the the kidnap of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will know how our people will reason, even them that sold him. When Nnamdi own happened, there was no kind of prophecy that didn't go that time. That if he happened to go, if he go, there have been a lot of meeting, and if you go, you will not come back. I thank God that he's still alive, because how it was planned, I don't think that he's supposed to be alive till now, but he's still alive. So if all these things are happening, yet we cannot be stopped, the world should think about it. It is very important, because God have designed this thing to be, and nobody will stop it. Instead, even nature will rise. Because sometimes I just say, God, if you are the one that is piloting this thing, let nature prove itself, because we are let those that have lost their soul, let the spirit begin to do some things that will show the world that this is not just a common word, just as it happened in the time of Egyptian and Israelite. A lot of nature fought on their own freedom, and they finally got it. That is what I'm looking into now, because it has entered to that stage that nature should do its own, that we might be free. That is where I'll stop this video, because if not, how I'm seeing things, nature, I pray you join hands and make this thing faster, for the glory of Chukwokika Abiam. Ise. Thank you. Till I come your way next time. My name is Chidinma. Bye.